Okay, so today we have our oracle reading. So on Thursdays, what I do, Nikki's usually listening on the school run. Okay, that's super dedication. I'm like super impressed by that, really. Okay, so today we have our oracle card reading. So why do we do these? Well, I'm a big believer in using cards as a tool to allow the universe to pass messages or to give guidance and things like that. When we're manifesting, we're doing daily accountability. We're not just talking to ourselves, we are placing orders essentially, with the powers that be, whatever that is to you, to deliver what we are essentially ordering. Okay, so in this case, you can have any kind of name for it. You can call it the universe, you can call it God, you can call it your higher self, you can call it spirit. It has many names. But the nice thing about cards is it allows messages to come through a lot easier. Some people aren't necessarily totally tapped into their intuition, and even if they did feel like they got a message, they might then think to themselves, well, am I going crazy? Am I hearing things, that type of thing, and sort of dismiss it. So what I like to do is just take the brunt of the woo-woo and say that I'm the one going mad. And I'm just going to pass that on to you. As I said, that something popped out. Okay, so what we're doing today is we're pulling 3 oracle cards. So you can choose 1, 2, or 3, whichever number you feel is resonating with you or you're drawn to, and it could be more than one. Okay, so there's 1, 2, or 3. You might be resonating with 1 or more. I'm not going to tell you the order that these cards are coming out in, but they are coming from 3 decks. Oh, that's interesting because you were here last week. Okay, so Nikki wants number 1. It's fine. Okay. Oh. That's interesting. So there were 4 that just popped out for the second one. So we're just going to leave that. I'm going to see where that takes us. And we'll do the final one now. Okay, so when you pick a number like 1, 2, or 3, it's literally just a number that is resonating with you or you're drawn to. And again, it might be more than one number. And again, it doesn't matter if you're not here live on this session. What matters is you're listening to it, and then you're hearing it at the right time. Okay, so even if you're listening to this in the middle of next week, you needed to hear the message at that time, or something needed to be shared at that particular time. So don't worry if you are listening to this a little bit late. You've not missed the boat. You're hearing it exactly when you needed to hear it. I've just got one more card now. So what I'm going to do once we've got this final card is that I'm just going to go through and share the messages that are coming through, and then you'll be able to identify whether any of this resonates with you or not. But the different messages come from a financial aspect. They come from a more kind of internal messaging aspect, things that you need to know about yourself. And they come from a more external aspect of the environment and things, life lessons, I suppose, in a way, or, like what you need to do next, messages of what you need to do next, or what your next move might be, or the energy that you need to be in. So just so you know, there we go. They always go on the floor. Just so you know, for the people who are inside the room right now, number 1 is financial message. Number 2 is more about an internal message. But so whoever needs to hear this, if you are coming up with number 2, then there's quite a lot to say here today. And number 3 is about the energy and the kind of how you need to be moving forward with whatever it is that you need to be moving forward with. So if you picked number 1, we've got money is not the root of evil or of happiness. Okay, so there is something going on with your relationship to money, and I get the sense, or I get the feeling that if money was your friend, they wouldn't be very happy with you. So the message is, this important subject of money and financial success is not the root of all evil, as many have quoted, nor is it the path to success. So when you are able to successfully control something like the subject of money that affects most of you all day, every day, you will have accomplished something rather significant. For not only is it certain that your financial success must improve, but the evidence of that success will then prepare you for deliberate improvement in every aspect of your life experience. So I got a feeling right now that the relationship to money is a little bit strained. And like I say, if money was a friend, money probably wouldn't be so happy about how you've been feeling about it. And also I'm getting from this as well that you're looking around for evidence of the universe delivering what you want it to deliver. You're looking around for evidence, and you're starting to doubt, is this working, or is this really going to happen, or like, I'm not finding my way here. So the message to you is that stay strong and keep the faith, because you will absolutely find your way, but you've got to fully commit first to not having the doubts and the concerns in your mind about it, because those doubts and concerns are literally going to put everything on pause. If you fully commit to whatever it is that you're doing and you go all in, you will start seeing the financial results that you would like. The second message is, somebody here is really having a lot of internal conflict and needs a giant hug. So if you picked number 2, here is a massive virtual hug for you, because you absolutely need it right now. I feel like whoever picked number 2 is somebody who's feeling a little bit lost, feeling a little bit defeated, I guess, in a way, and a bit down on themselves, really. So what came up initially, the first thing was, I make money easily doing what I love. Okay, so it's really funny how we were talking about this very topic yesterday, so it must have been maybe on somebody's mind. But you absolutely can make money doing what you love. I feel like when we were talking about the skills, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, we were talking about the skills aspect and how important it is to do what you love, because otherwise it's like eating the same meal every day and you don't like the meal, and you wouldn't want to do that. So the message for you here, the first and foremost one, is you can make money doing that. If you were thinking of a skill or thinking of something, I love that, but I don't think I can make any money from it, you absolutely can, as long as you love it. The second message for you is, I love who I'm becoming. So you need to go through a transition period in order to make this happen. You cannot stay the same person that you are today and have this super successful business doing what you love. So ask yourself this question: what changes do you need to make in order to step into the goal and the vision that you have for yourself? And you will start to like yourself more. I feel like there's a struggle going on. Welcome, Nikki. Welcome, Anna. And there's something going on here. I just read that big hug, Nikki. Number 2 is resonating. Okay, we've got more. Okay, so that's the second card. The third card is, less focus on things creates more freedom. So this is very much about stepping away from the material world that is causing you right now a lot of concern, a lot of worry. I don't know if things have happened, the car has broken down, something's, the boiler could have bust, or the kitchen, something needs replacing in the kitchen, or I feel like you've got all these jobs and these things that you really want to do that are really niggling away at you, and you just want to get them done, you want to get them off your plate, but there is this financial reasons holding you back as to, we can't spend the money on that right now, that's too big of a project, we need to put it into other things. So what this is saying is, unless you focus on those things, the more freedom and financial freedom will come to you. So what I mean is, don't focus on them in a negative way. I would personally, this is an intuitive suggestion, write down every single thing in your material environment, in your environment, that's bothering you right now, whether it be the leaky tap in the kitchen, something needs replacing, something's broken, write down everything, right? And just tuck that away and consider it done, and just know that everything's going to get done at the right time, okay? And I would say periodically just go out and check that list and see if things can be checked off where you have sort of subconsciously been able to achieve them. So that's what I would do there. And obviously you can also periodically check the list and think to yourself, is there anything that I can do today about this? And if you say to yourself, no, there's nothing I can do today, put the list away, don't worry about it again. This is the third thing on this message. And then your final part of the message for you is, I have the strength and courage to always face my fears. So whatever it is that you're afraid of that is linked to all of these things, you need to really have courage and move forward and step forward and not be concerned and not be worried about the outcome. I'm not saying you should just throw caution to the wind and be frivolous and do whatever you want and go like off the wall type thing, but this is very much a message to say you are holding yourself back right now unnecessarily, and if you simply let go of some of the things that you can't control, you will step into a much easier manifestation process for the things that you want. That is the message for anyone who picked number 2. And whoever is here that has picked number 3, the answer is to free yourself. Okay, so the message is free. May your soul sing freely. Something, again, we've got this holding yourself back on something. You are holding yourself back on something. I feel like this, you're caging yourself in to something because you feel that is the right thing to do, but it's not. And the message from the universe for you is to let yourself out of this cage, to let yourself out of this box, if you want to do something different, do it different. If you want to do something crazy and new, do something crazy and new. But the freedom will cause the change that you're looking for. So set yourself free. Let the door open, let yourself out of this box and go and do whatever it is that you're holding yourself back from. That's the third message. So that was today's Oracle card readings. Don't forget, if you joined late, you can watch the replay. And again, if you are watching the replay, and I will say this again, you needed to hear this message at the time that you heard it. Karen says, very interesting. Oh yes, because that was your card, wasn't it, Karen? Yeah, I like these readings. We'll probably bring more of them back inside Virtual Co-working Space because I know people did like them. There we go. So that was today's closing off of the week. Don't forget, we've got, if you're inside Virtual Co-working Space, we've got Co-box coming out tomorrow. Then we've got Co-news email coming out on Saturday. And we start a new week on Sunday here, back with our morning mindset. So what we're going to do now, guys, is we're going to go into our daily co-create session. Get your journals ready, get your books ready, and we will begin this accountability session. So thank you so much, guys, and I'll come off camera now and I'll see you on Sunday. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual Co-working Space at www.virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you enjoy this session, give it a like. I'd love to hear from you, so write me a comment. And so you don't miss any updates, don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. So now we're going to look for the positive with our gratitude. First, we'll spend 1 minute thinking of the day before. Thinking of all the things that happened, reflecting on work, interactions, relationships, memorable moments, and more. Now you'll write one thing down minimum that you're grateful for. You can, of course, write down more. Something good, something that went right, a small moment or a big win. The more you search for things to be grateful for, the more you will experience things to be grateful for. Now we're going to read out your goal. Make sure your goal is written down in a journal or somewhere you can easily access it. Read your goal now, ideally out loud, and commit to this goal. Believe it will happen. And by reading this daily, the universe knows clearly what your goal is, and the things begin to shift in the direction of your goal. Follow your instincts when this happens by taking action. Now you need to see your goal in visualization. Spend this minute thinking about the goal in your mind. See yourself taking steps towards the goal, or even better still, see yourself having already achieved the goal. Close your eyes and go there. Step into the feeling, step into the place, step into the accomplishment. And finally, it's time for your most important task. Set this task for today and make it relating to your goal. This could be something small like sending an email, recording a video, or making a phone call, or it could be bigger. Either way, one task a day is one step forward, and those steps will add up. Do what you can from where you are now. Set the intention, and the action will carry you towards your goal. Well done you for completing your daily co-create session. Have a fantastic day ahead, and I'll see you next time.